You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
And welcome to Chamber Chat. Chamber Chat is a morning radio show where we chat about the Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce's upcoming events and members. I am one of your hosts, Courtney Galley, the Director of Special Events.
President of the Chamber.
The Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce is a nonprofit 501c6 organization and is designated as a 3-star accredited chamber by the U.S. Chamber of Commerce. The mission of the chamber is to strengthen the economic environment and quality of life in Montgomery County. The chamber is made up of more than 1,100 members and provides members monthly networking events, educational seminars, cost-effective marketing opportunities, and the chamber has been in business for 83 years. The purpose of this show is to inform the listeners of monthly events of the chamber and to promote our members. Each month, guests are brought on to talk about what is happening in the chamber and to get the inside scoop of our members, what they do, and what has made their company successful. I hope you have your cup of coffee because we have a great lineup this morning.
Wow.
I have the Monday blues on a Tuesday.
Monday on a Tuesday. Yeah. Pretty much.
Since, we were out. It feels like the style show was 2 months ago.
And
it was just
it was last month.
Yeah,
it was last month.
Yeah, it feels like it was several months ago.
So first of all, I want to say that if you have a business in the Conroe Lake Conroe area that was affected by Hurricane Harvey, there are a lot of resources available to you from the Small Business Administration, Small Business Development Center. Please check with the Conroe Lake Conroe Chamber of Commerce. We can be an amazing resource for you, whether you're a member of the organization or not. The sooner that you open, the sooner you can start getting your life back to normal. It's a difficult time. We're here to help, and it looks like there's other opportunities that are brewing in the Gulf or in the Caribbean as we sit here.
Yeah, Irma and Jose, stay away.
Stay away, Jose.
Do not come in the Gulf.
Another
we don't
day,
want you.
right.
Yeah. Right, exactly. Yeah, I know we've all been thinking about everybody who's been affected from the hurricane and the floods and everything. So, yes, please reach out to the chamber if there's anything we can do to help with that.
I also want to give a shout out to all of the collaborative organizations in the Conroe Lake Conroe area that have pulled together resources, volunteer efforts, money, water, food, clothing. It is truly a community effort, and it shows you how valuable this town is, and it's also another reason why we're the fastest growing city in the United States. We care about our fellow citizens, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah, that has been so amazing to see and to watch all the stories about how everybody, even people who were flooded, are out there helping other people.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
it's just been amazing to be a part of such a great community.
Yeah, not an easy time. So what's
Not
up?
at all. Well, we have Luke Volz. He's with Keller Williams, but he's here to talk about something that he works with a little bit different than real estate. So welcome, Luke.
Yes.
Hey, Luke.
Super excited to be here.
Thank you.
We're going to talk real estate too, but we'll wait and do that after you do
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
deal.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the program you're here to talk about?
Yes. So I've actually been on a couple of radio stations from here talking about the Texas Heroes Real Estate Program, but today's a little bit different. The Texas Heroes Real Estate Program was designed for law enforcement, EMS, firefighters, and military, active or retired. If they're looking to buy or sell a home, we pretty much get them plugged into the program. We have preferred program partners from financing, home lending, insurance partners, title partners. We have a home warranty company, so on and so forth, and of course the real estate side, which is what we handle. But we all reduce our fees. We give back in different sort of ways. You get a free home appraisal, free home warranty, waive broker fees, things like that. Well, we've actually opened up this program to anybody who's been affected by Hurricane Harvey.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yes. So anybody who, unfortunately had flooding in their home, and it's reached that point where it's just a little bit too much for them, and they're ready to say, hey, no more. Texas Heroes is what's going to get them taken care of.
Nice.
That's awesome.
So another thing that we have is we've partnered with a few cash investors lately during or since the hurricane. And if we can't get them taken care of as far as just selling their home, we do have cash investors on hand that are making cash offers to people So
Wow.
that might be a benefit as well. They get to keep their insurance check. They'll have the cash offer and then be able to go buy a new home.
Yeah.
So I see you have a lot of partners that are part of the Heroes team.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about why they're involved in it, what they bring to the table, and how it becomes like a turnkey project.
Sure. So we have all the key components. Of course, real estate, myself, Keller Williams Realty, and the Kane team with Gail Kane. I'm sure most of you who are listening know who she is. We handle the real estate side. So, of course, if you list or if you use the Texas Heroes team, we're going to list your home at a reduced commission. So that's going to save you some money. We're also going to buy your home warranty for you. Now, we also have a preferred lender, Ross Fleury with Network Financial, and they're actually going to buy the home appraisal for you. So if you purchase a new home, you can get a home appraisal. Charles Dickey with Goosehead Insurance, who is the number one Goosehead insurance broker within the company, within the United States.
Wow.
He waives all of his broker fees for any insurance needs. And then, of course, Kathy Deaton with Fidelity National Title here in Conroe. They offer discounts as well.
Awesome.
But like I said, we have multiple other companies and program partners who are involved with the program. These are just the top 4 key components that you have to have if you're buying or selling real estate. They're all local. They're all tested, tried, true, and the best of the best. World-class real estate service.
And if we weren't dealing with hurricane aftermath, some of the folks that you've helped, give us an idea of where they've come from, and are they veterans, or just kind of give us an idea of your customers.
Sure, we help veterans out all the time. Ross Fleury is fantastic, and that's another big thing about this program is we educate our clients. So veterans sometimes don't know what they're entitled to.
Right.
So, of course, Ross with Network Financial, he'll educate them along the process to the different type of benefits. But our last client through the program was actually a firefighter out of Houston
Oh,
Okay,
that
Awesome.
relocated up here to Montgomery.
excellent.
Huh.
That's terrific.
that is really cool.
So let's talk a little bit about real estate, Luke, because this is a happening market.
Yeah.
Let's not think about the weather for the time being, but let's
Sure.
talk about listings,
Sure.
people looking at houses. Tell us, what the pulse is.
Absolutely. So, as you know, Conroe is the fastest growing city, as everybody knows. But it's busier than it was last year, which is fantastic. Right now, of course, with the hurricane taking place, everything's kind of upside down and wonky.
Yeah.
But right now, since the hurricane, of course, short-term leases are, you can't even find one right now.
Good point.
But it's kind of price point driven too. So the lower the price point, I would say probably, from $100,000 to the low 200s is on and off the market pretty quick. Once you
Wow.
start to get up into that 350, maybe up to 300 range and up, it's a little bit slower. But of course, if you price it right up there, it's pretty quick as well.
Yeah.
How much inventory is on the market, and what's the average time that a house stays on the market in this area?
Oh, that's going to be price point driven as well, and I guess neighborhood driven. So, of course, with particular neighborhoods, let's say Bentwater, for instance, inventory is kind of high, and it kind of sits in there a little while because it's a little bit harder to get in there. Of course, they got man gates and things. You have to go in there
Right.
with an agent. You can't really have an open house
Right.
or anything because the public's not as readily accessible. But if you got a smaller neighborhood, let's say like Cape Conroe, that's one of the fastest neighborhoods as far as getting your home listed and
Wow.
turnaround time.
Good to know. That's really good to know. And do you also sell new homes as well, or is it just resales?
No, we do new construction as well.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And are you seeing some interest in? I know there's a number of new home builders that have come into the Conroe market that where they're selling custom, semi-custom, even to a certain extent, some tract type developments. Are you finding there's a lot of interest in those developments as well?
Well, what's interesting, Brian, is yes, there's a lot of interest, but it seems to be with the younger generations that are purchasing homes.
Good.
They prefer the newer construction over
Right.
maybe the older resale homes that have character. Now, if you talk to the older generations who are buying or might be moving into the area, they want something that's older because sometimes the newer homes, if they're not a complete custom home, they don't offer those character traits that they
Right.
want.
That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. And would you say that younger buyer is trending towards the 350 range, or are they kind of still more at the entry level?
Well, to tell you the truth, they are a little bit higher in their price point, but then again, it just kind of depends on where they're at, I guess, in their walk of life. So depending on what type of work they're in.
Yeah.
But there is a lot, at least I deal with a lot more higher price point first-time home buyers, which is interesting.
So with the higher price point, they're getting a few more amenities. It's probably in a little bit more of a nicer neighborhood.
That's what's really important to them is they want the neighborhoods that are up and coming. They're in the right location, so they don't have to travel very far to the restaurants and movie theaters and certain things like that. And they want the pool. They want the community, maybe gym if they have the community gym and things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's interesting. Yeah, I find it every time we have somebody in the real estate business come on the show is the market for people that are not millennials, but kind of Gen Xers like myself who don't own a home, but probably because they can't really, no offense, I love this county, but it's expensive to own a home in Montgomery County.
Yeah, that's a great point, Courtney. And anytime you're living in a fast growing, primarily urban or suburban, I guess is probably the best way to describe it. It's going to be driven by supply and demand, and it does push potential buyers out of the market.
Yeah,
which is
kind of the low end around like 100, 150, because there's not that much that would be like something I would want new construction or something fairly new, because I wouldn't, want to have to deal with renovations and things like that. So, but I do feel very lucky to be in a rental during the hurricane, because I did have some damage on the outside of my porch. So, it just got fixed yesterday. So that's nice.
Great.
That's nice not having to worry about all of the cleanup and everything like that too. But still, I worry. A lot of people I know around my age don't own a home.
Well, and then the other part of that equation is that when developers buy a piece of land, depending on the size, depending on the cost,
right?
They're going to have to get X number of houses per acre, and the cost of that land is going to have a lot to do with how much the cost of what the house is going to be. So it does make it a bit of a challenge in your business, doesn't it? To find the right buyer, the right house, the right location, the right schools. It all comes in.
Yeah.
Right.
It's a lot more than just the home.
Right. Yeah, and and it's kind of age variance too. So the older generation, they care about the schools that they're going into.
Right.
Younger generation, they more just care about what's going to come in the home and if they can come up with the cash to put down.
Yeah.
Because that's probably the biggest thing I see right now is working with younger first-time home buyers.
Yeah.
Is that people don't have cash anymore.
They don't
Hardly at all.
They don't put anything down. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a challenge, not just for young first-time home buyers, but for everybody else.
Yeah.
Because everything does tend to cost a little bit more than it used to.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So tell us a little bit more about the Texas Heroes program and how people can learn more about it from you, or are there other resources electronically that they might be able to access?
Absolutely. So we don't have a website yet. It is in development, but you can check us out on Facebook. Just search Texas Heroes Real Estate Program. We got some information on there. You got everybody's link and everything like that, so you can research everybody who you're going to work with. But we're deeply rooted in the community. I've met every single person who's part of this program through networking events, whether it be through the chamber or different networking events throughout the county. And like I said, I've used them for multiple transactions. They're the best that I've seen so far. And we constantly give back. So any event that benefits law enforcement, firefighting, EMS, military, we try and be there and support any way we can.
Yeah.
That is terrific.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with Chamber Chat on Lone Star Community Radio.
Don't forget to download the Lone Star Community Radio app for your Google Play or Apple Store. Bring Montgomery County's community radio with you anywhere with your smartphone or tablet. If you are in the Conroe area, tune in on FM. That is Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1.
And thank you for coming back and joining us with Chamber Chat on Lone Star Community Radio. I'm Courtney Galley, one of your hosts.
Bondi, one of your other hosts, and we're sitting here with Luke Volz, Keller Williams Realty, the Kane team.
Yes, sir.
Hello, Gail. Hope you're listening.
Yes,
I'm
should
sure
be.
she is.
Yes.
I'm sure she is.
And we're talking about the Texas Heroes program at the break. And although the hurricane has kind of put a hold on some events that the group is trying to put together, tell us about what potentially could be coming up in the fall, Luke.
Yes, so like I said, the Texas Heroes Real Estate Program, we try to be as active in the community as possible. So if you want to follow our Facebook page, the Texas Heroes Real Estate Program, just search that in Facebook. We update it all the time for any events that are going on that we're going to be at, or even if we can't attend, we try and promote any event that benefits law enforcement, EMS, firefighting, or the military. There is a pretty big event going on down in Houston, and I apologize, I cannot remember the exact name of it, but it does benefit firefighters. It's going to be a kind of a competition-based event. It's going to be a ladder climb.
Oh, that's cool. But you said it's kind of been pushed back a little bit because of the hurricane.
It has been pushed back, and I will make sure to update all the information on our Facebook
You have to send
page.
us some stuff, and we'll post it on our chamber Facebook and social media pages, too. So it sounds really cool.
Push it out for you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely.
So how long have you been in real estate, and what made you decide to go into that business?
That's a long, long story.
Well, as it
we
turns
have.
out, we have.
Since you're our only guest today.
So I've been in real estate just over 2 years. I'm not originally from Texas. I'm from Utah. And I don't know if you guys know or not. You might. I used to be a police officer. So the whole reason why I'm actually down here in Texas, I actually ended up getting injured in Utah and having to take, the department only gave me 4 months leave. My recovery time was about 9 months.
Ooh.
So I came down here to be with family while I went through the recovery process. And while I did that, I learned that maybe law enforcement, since my injury is now kind of hindering me, wasn't really the best fit for me anymore.
Sure.
And real estate was just kind of always in the back of my head. So I just made the jump.
Holy
So,
smokes.
And then that's kind of how I came up with the Texas Heroes Real Estate Program. Is I've always wanted to give back. I come from a military family, so any way I can give back to them, and of course first responders.
That's fantastic. Great story, man.
I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
So you came down here, only had family,
Only family.
didn't have a network.
No network whatsoever, and my family down here didn't have a network either, because it turns out that my mother and father, they're the only family that are down here,
Yeah.
they just moved down here 2 weeks before I had to come down
Oh,
here.
my gosh.
Wow.
Yes.
So that makes it pretty cold.
Yeah. So it's been an interesting journey, but I didn't understand it in the beginning. I didn't understand, why I had to come to Texas. Well, first off, I thought Texas was just going to be flat and cows and horses and people with cowboy hats.
Of course.
Why not?
Completely different. I love Texas. The people here are phenomenal, and being able to wear shorts if you want to around Christmas time is pretty neat too.
Indeed it is. And we all have cars and trucks.
Right?
Yes. That's
Not horses and saddles.
right.
It wouldn't hold up on the freeways.
How does it's interesting about your law enforcement background? Does that play into anything besides the Texas Heroes program? Anything into your real estate life?
Absolutely, and it plays a lot into the real estate program because, for instance, law enforcement. Everybody thinks cops, they can be mean and things when they come up and talk to you. Well, it's not that they're really trying to be mean or that they're rude or angry all the time.
Yeah.
It's just the job starts to transition you mentally. You kind of lose the empathy, and you deal with not so very good people all the time that you just become accustomed to, and you don't even realize that that's what you're going through. And that's one thing that I've kind of noticed when I moved down here, got out of law enforcement for a little while, is I was losing, empathy towards people in certain situations and becoming desensitized, and it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
But I understand how to talk to law enforcement officers. I
Right.
understand, they're short to the point, and some people, think it's abrasive, but I get it.
Yeah.
Good point. Never thought about it that way.
Yeah. Definitely. And I just had a question. Oh, so you are a diplomat at the chamber.
Mm-hmm.
So has that played into your building your network? And why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about, because we're always looking for great volunteers like yourself to be part of the chamber and be our diplomats.
Absolutely. The chamber has been one of the biggest connection builders that I have, because you're not only meeting business owners, but you're meeting good business owners. And like I said, I had no network when I got here.
Yeah.
And, Gail was so kind to tell me, hey, join the Lions Club, join the chamber. I was
Yep.
like, alrighty, that's what I'll
Check and
do.
check. Yeah.
So, but the chamber has been great, and I am on the diplomat. I don't get to do as much as I did when I first got here because,
You're busy.
You're working.
luckily
Yeah.
we're busier now. So
Yep.
But being involved is what really builds those relationships, because anybody can go to a networking event and hand out a few business cards.
Right.
But you're not going to get business.
Yeah. So what you put into it.
Right.
That's what we always try to tell people.
Absolutely.
Exactly right.
You know, and being a diplomat actually allows you to do that a little bit deeper. It kind of gets you out of your comfort zone if you don't know anybody, because you're going to show up to events and you're going to be at the front door shaking every person's hands as they walk through, and you're going to be there to answer some questions, and you need to know about the events and get involved. So really helps kind of set those relationships in stone a little bit deeper.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, every time you attend one of those ribbon cuttings, you're putting yourself out there to potentially meet your next customer.
Absolutely, yes.
That's true.
And, you know, you get to be the smiling face of the chamber and, you know, greet them in, and it's like a big family.
Yep. We like to say that, too.
That's the way we like it.
Yeah. I always like to kind of consider the diplomats as kind of the public relations arm of the chamber, because y'all are out there representing the chamber. And I think it's also great for people's individual businesses, because you're not only representing the chamber, but you're out there networking and letting people know about your business as well, too. So
Absolutely. And the education factor, I guess, let me see how I can tie this in, is by being a diplomat, you really get to understand how fundraising works. You know, how putting on events work and things like that. So it's not just the benefit of building relationships. You actually get to learn, you know, how to put on a big event like Lobsterfest. You get to see all the little critical components that are put together.
Yeah, that's a good point. You do kind of learn the ins and outs of the chamber, and then you can take that back, like when you're starting, you know, the Texas Heroes program, and you're trying to do events, and you can learn. That's great. Absolutely. I love that. That's a great testimony right there about.
Plus, it builds a resource of people that you can call and say, hey, I need your help. I saw what you did at the chamber. Can you do this for us? And then all of a sudden it snowballs from there.
Yeah. Yeah. And Luke has been on the Lobsterfest committee, and he's been a model of the style show, although we missed him this year. But yeah, definitely. I know he's worked on the auction committee, and that's a lot of help, because we have, you know, close to 150 items on our silent auction at Lobsterfest. So we need all the help we can get on that committee.
All the help we can get.
Yes.
Right.
Speaking of events, what's coming up?
Oh, I
what
like
a segue.
Luke, do you want to be a permanent co-host as well too? We'll do it. So yes, we do have Lobsterfest coming up. If people don't know or haven't heard, we have something new this year. We're doing it in 2 days. So we're having the dinner on Thursday, which is October 5th, and golf on Friday, October 6th. And golf's going to be at April Sound Country Club. We're going to have 2 flights, so all day golf on Friday. And we're really excited about the new change.
I think it'll be great.
Yeah, we're really looking forward to it.
A lot of people may not realize that both the dinner and golf is open to the public.
It is, yes. So you don't have to be a chamber member to come. Of course, we love our members to be there, but come. And I can't emphasize this enough to people. The dinner is awesome.
Yes, absolutely.
So,
Even if you don't like golf, come to the dinner.
Yeah.
Because those lobsters are flown in, if I'm correct.
Yes, the day of.
They are.
They are. Yes, I know. I always tell the story that I don't think Brian was really believing when I told him they were flown in the day of until they came in. So, yes, we have a company, Show Me Lobsters, that goes and picks them up at Intercontinental and drives them in. They are alive.
Yes.
Yeah, before they get boiled. Yes.
Fresh. Happy. Well, maybe not happy.
Yeah. And then we have a huge steak. Of course, I don't eat the steak. I get 2 lobsters. And all the fixings and beer and wine. I mean, and we can't do that without our incredible volunteers who are the cookers, who do that year after year, and who just serve it up so great. And then, of course, we have our live and silent auction and mingling and networking. A lot of people say that they like to come to Lobsterfest because they get to see their people. You know, that's kind of their once a year, sometimes, that they get to see some of the people in the community. So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Speaking of the live and silent auction, do we know any items that are going to be there? Yeah. Any neat?
Yes. Well, we do know one live auction. Souls Insurance is going. John Hussins is going to be donating his hunting trip.
Very cool.
So that's really nice. Yes. We've
Along
had that
with-
a couple of times.
Along
yes.
with the use of his guns.
Yes.
Which is just,
Wow.
it's a
Yes.
heck of a big
Yeah.
package.
It's going to be really great. And we're looking into do a couple of trips again. But I mean, if anybody has any ideas or has a home that they want to give us, those are always great live auction items and silent auction items as well too. Like I said, we have close to 150 items, and for that you don't have to be a chamber member. So it's a great way to get your information in your business and your organization out there, and then see how. I always tell people, see how well that it worked, and then that'll maybe entice you to become a chamber member.
Absolutely.
So.
Yeah, maybe if you have those people that are on the fence to be able to come in and
Exactly.
kind of
See what it's like.
Yeah,
what the
exactly.
Conroe Chamber is all about.
Yeah, and we have everything from sports memorabilia to jewelry to kind of what I call guy stuff. So like there's tools and barbecue pits and
Beer signs.
yeah, I mean just tons of stuff, golf stuff. I mean
Yeah,
just
I think
tons of things.
I think last year you had some J.J. Watt
We did.
items. 'cause I'm
Yeah, we do get some
probably
great
gonna be
sports memorabilia.
Another big hit this year because of
Yeah,
Well,
we're not going to get
Yep.
anything from A&M though. I refuse. So disappointed with the game on Sunday.
You might want to get a choker collar.
Something that was so bad the second half. Oh, so we'll stay away from maybe college.
We won't talk
football.
about college football right now.
We'll do some. We'll just do professional football.
Sam Houston
stuff.
did win.
They did.
So
I was
that's
very
okay.
proud of my Bearcats.
Okay.
Yes. So one win. I'm good. So yeah. But yeah, we have a great opportunity for that, and we're always looking for people to be on the committee and everything too. But our tickets for our dinner are only $80. You just steak and lobster dinner for $80.
Yeah, I'm glad you said that because I've had some people say, "How do you come you charge so much for a dinner?" And yet, if you go to a restaurant,
Right.
pick a restaurant
Right.
other than Red Lobster, because that doesn't count,
Yeah.
that serves you a fresh Maine lobster,
flown in.
flown
day.
in that
Right.
day,
Yeah.
caught the day before probably,
Yeah.
along with a ribeye steak, baked potato, corn on the cob, salad, and as you said, the drinks and beer and wine.
Yeah.
And it's $80 per person.
Yeah.
That is at least, what would you say, $125, $150 meal in most restaurants?
At least. And,
Yeah.
and on top of the amazing dinner, all the networking.
Right.
Networking and the great people you get to meet.
Thousands.
Yeah, exactly. So yes, so I definitely very affordable. You can get a table of 10 for $750. So get your
Even
company
better.
to come out, get your friends and family to come out, have a good time, and then go the next day and play golf. So golf is going to be limited availability because as soon as we get all the players, we're going to be done. So you need to get your reservations in for that pretty quickly.
Yeah, it would be really cool to have 2 full flights
Yeah.
and a lot of golf
Yeah.
on October the 6th.
Yes. And we do have a couple more things that we do want to talk about Lobsterfest coming up and then some of our networking events. So we will be back with Chamber Chat in a few minutes. Thank you.
Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show. With monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
And we are back with Chamber Chat on Lone Star Community Radio. And we were just talking about our upcoming fundraiser, the 31st Annual Lobsterfest that the Chamber is going to have on October 5th and 6th. And just a reminder to all of our listeners, the 5th October Thursday will be the dinner and auction. And then on Friday, we're having the golf tournament at April Sound Country Club.
Sounds like a great way to start a weekend to me.
I know. And that's going to be beautiful weather. It's going to be great. We're excited.
Yes.
Yes.
Chamber of Commerce weather.
Yes, definitely. But we're going to I'm really excited to talk about a couple of different things that we're going to be offering on the golf course. So we're going to have, normally we have a couple, just, closest to the pin, those kind of contests, but we're going to be having several of those this year. And then we're going to be doing the lobster launcher,
The lobster launcher.
which is the little air gun thing that people can participate in. So, and we're going to already have several companies who are going to be on holes out there all day long, giving out marketing materials. And so it's a great way for $350 to market your business and be out there all day long to give, when golfers come by, give them your information.
So that's what I was just going to say. Do you still need
Yes.
whole sponsors?
Yes, we
Okay.
do. Yeah. So a great way to market your company to all of these golfers.
And they get to do it for both the morning and the
Yes.
afternoon flight.
Yes.
For that price.
Yes.
That's 200
it's pretty great,
potential
right?
customers right there.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and we're really excited about that. We'll have some more information to come
Good.
about everybody that's going to be on the hole and all of the giveaways and things that we'll have there. So it'll be really really, really fun this year. So
one of the things I see on your sheet of paper that we want to talk about was last month before the hurricane activities kicked in. We
Seems
had
so
our,
long ago.
It does. It's really kind of scary.
Days and days.
Holy cow.
yeah,
We had our style show.
Yes, we
to
did.
benefit the folks with Meals on Wheels.
yes.
How many guys did we end up?
I think we
putting on
had
display?
21,
21
including
guys.
Mr. Dick Schissler over
Yeah,
there.
Dick was there. He looked good.
Yep. It was really great. We had it at the Grand Hall at Deer Lake Lodge. And so we did a little bit different this year. It was in the evening.
Right.
And then we did kind of cocktail tables to make it more kind of after hours kind of networking thing. And then also the gentlemen, the models, kind of what we were calling an interactive runway. So they got in the crowd after they stepped off the stage. So
I think that's called working it.
something like that.
Yeah,
Dick, how
yeah.
did that work this year
Yeah.
as
How
a
did
model?
that go, Dick? Please tell us.
Did you like it?
I got to show my stuff.
He did.
Once
You
again.
and Mr. Steve
There's a great
Scott,
video on y'all's Facebook of
Yes.
me and Mr. Scott.
They
So,
kind of improvised at the last minute and found some stuff at the facility to kind of make their appearance with. So
And I knew that it was you, but I had no idea that was Steve Scott that you were standing next to.
Yeah.
I didn't know who it was, but I know it wasn't Steve Scott.
it was really great. So I appreciate
Yeah.
you inviting me back.
of course we love
pleasure.
that. Yes. So we were able to share some of the proceeds with Meals on Wheels, and we'll have that information as soon as we get all the bills and everything in and get everything settled. So it's a great event where we partner with a member nonprofit, and it turned out to be really, really fun. I wasn't quite sure how it was going to work out because it was kind of a new way of doing the runway and several new models and having it out there and doing it in the evening. But I thought it was great. I thought it was tons of fun.
All I know is that they went through the wine like there was no tomorrow.
They did. Yeah, we had some
speak to
wine
that.
drinkers. We had some wine drinkers there. Yes. Brian had to make a little run for
Brian,
us.
we're almost out of wine.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
But that always helps because you raise more money for Meals on Wheels. So yeah, it was really fun.
It was a good
and
time.
we missed Luke this year, so maybe we'll get him
I know,
back
I'm sad-
next year.
Sad I couldn't be there this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah,
So-
exactly.
Yeah.
It's fun.
But we do have some great other upcoming events. I just want to kind of go over. Speaking of Steve Scott, I'll start in the afternoon on the 14th. We're going to have a book signing from Mr. Steve Scott, the Houston business coach, at the Chamber at 4:00.
Is that for Wings to Fly?
Yes.
It is.
Very good.
Yes.
I've read that book. It's
Isn't that
Isn't
awesome?
awesome?
It's not really reading a book. It's a daily.
Daily.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah. So come by and he'll sign a book for you.
Let me tell you something. If you are looking for a book that will provide you some inspiration, provide you some motivation, give you some tips on living life each day, this is absolutely one of the best books I've read and continue to read. And we're so excited to have Steve come and do the book signing at the Chamber. So if y'all are looking for a great book, come and buy one from him and get him to sign it for you.
Absolutely, and nothing but rave reviews on my side as well. I gave a couple of his books out for Christmas last year. And
Oh,
people just
awesome.
all the time, they're like, "Oh, that book is fantastic."
Yeah,
Yeah.
I believe
that's
that.
great. That's great.
And what day is that again?
That is September 14th.
Beautiful.
And actually, the morning of the 14th, we're going to have Morning Mingle at 7:30 at Conroe's Incredible Pizza Company. Everybody's welcome, members and not yet members as well, too.
That's one of my favorites. You've been to a few of those.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, I love those.
Yeah.
Those are fun.
Those
So-
are really good.
Really fun.
What's your favorite networking game? Is it the group commercial, the individual commercial, the speed date networking?
I think the speed networking is kind of fun. 'Cause
That's my favorite.
You have to kind of, in a very creative way, perfect your pitch in a couple of seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. I like that one, too. It's fun to watch and everything,
Yeah.
too. So, yeah. I don't know. Do we know what we're doing on the 14th?
I don't know.
I
off
think
the
we
top of my
might
head.
be speeding.
It might be.
Might be.
It was pretty popular.
Yeah. So we do. We try to change it up. We kind of call it not your average 60-second commercial networking event because we try to change it up. And, some people aren't comfortable getting up and doing
That's
something,
true.
so we try to do things in groups and theme it sometimes and different things like that to make it really fun. But
Well, what's so awesome about like the Conroe Chamber networking events is they're not stuffy.
Right.
And I've been to
Thank you.
a few other events of certain organizations, and you show up and nobody kind of greets you, and everybody kind of sticks to their own circle, and not at the Conroe Chamber. Everybody
Aw.
greets you, and everybody wants to know everybody.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's a
how
great compliment.
People do business, right?
yeah, we try to have fun. So, and the food is delicious as well, too.
Yeah, it
so
is.
shout out to that. And then the following week, we're going to be having our Fun After 5 at 5:05. So that's September 21st. And it's going to be celebrating Whitestone Printing's 10th anniversary, and it's going to be held at Panorama Village. So that is for Miss Caroline Mason.
10
Hi,
years.
Caroline.
Yes.
10 years.
She's been on vacation. She's kind of been out, but she did call me a couple weeks ago and said that she's still alive.
Good.
'Cause I was
I'm
a little
glad to
worried
hear
about her.
that.
I was like, well, thank goodness. She's like, call me if you need anything. Because they've been kind of out traveling and all that kind of stuff. And so usually she's in the office every once in a while, and I've kind of missed her. So
Oh, so was she traveling with her senior partner?
she was with Mr. Mason. Yes. Sure was. So come out for that. It's going to be a great event. And it's also a great way to mingle and network with people. And then we have our monthly luncheon, which is going to be on the 28th. So towards the end of the month with Montgomery County Smart 911. So they're going to be telling us about some of the new technologies and stuff that they have there.
Pretty
which
amazing.
is amazing.
Yeah, it really is. It used to be 911 was just, pick up your phone, landline, and then it was transitioned to your cell phone. And now they've got this new technology where they can pinpoint your house, the room that you're in, and they can get to you even quicker with this program.
Wow, that's crazy.
It is an amazing 911 program, and
Yeah, really cool.
shout out to Chip.
And what a great event for this month, especially with Harvey just taking place.
Good point.
Right.
And, all those emergency rescues and things. I don't know if everybody had access to a phone during those times, but I don't know. Maybe knowing this technology exists might give you a little information in case we have to go through something like this again.
Certainly makes me want to sign up for it. I can tell you that.
Yeah, definitely. So that'll be at 11:30 at the April Sound Country Club, and we do encourage members and not yet members to attend as well too. And then, of course, we have some educational seminars coming up. We have Chamber University on the 27th, and some other meetings and things like that throughout the whole month. So,
Great.
A lot going on in the
yes.
chamber.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, since you're here and you're a captive audience, tell us what's it like working for Gail Kane?
So Gail Kane, imagine if the Energizer Bunny
Yeah.
turned into a human.
Okay.
That'd be Gail Kane.
Really?
She's great, but she likes to work, and she expects you to work if you're working with her.
Yep.
So it's been a blessing. She's very knowledgeable. She's been in the business 25 plus years or so,
Wow.
and
How is that possible? I thought she was only 25 years of age.
she's actually 26.
26. Okay,
Yeah.
so she started when she was 1. Okay, I'm good with that.
No, but it's been great. She has a huge knowledge of the real estate, not only the market, but laws, rules, and regulations, and contracts and things. But she also, taught me the importance of, when we get a lead, you need to follow up with it within, a couple minutes, and
Right.
and
Yeah.
if I don't, I'm getting a phone call, and it's
I'm taking that was by experience.
yep, that's my experience. So. No, like I said, she's the Energizer. She loves what she does, and that's I think where she gets a lot of her energy from with what she does in her business, and she's able to give back, so it keeps that passion alive.
Yeah.
It's great.
So Gail's also one of the chamber's board of director members. So do you have an experience or an example of other than when you didn't follow up on a lead, where she kind of got in your face and taught you a lesson that you've carried forward from that point? That you can talk about cleanly on the air?
Yeah.
So Gail's a great person, and she tries to. I know I do some things that might upset her sometimes, and I can tell. Just her pitch in
Does
her
she
voice
get
will
quiet?
change a little bit. She doesn't get quiet.
Oh,
no.
okay. Goes the other way.
Right. No. No, but she's great. It's not that she gets upset or anything. She just she has a system down, and she expects you to follow the system. And
Yep.
if you don't follow the system, it disrupts it, and she'll let you know very quickly that you need to fix it.
So, all that being said, you have any dirt on her?
No.
Darn.
Man.
Okay, end
If
of the
anybody
interview.
does, you can call in. No, kidding.
I guess I could go throw some mud on her shoulder or something.
There you go.
That's Bum, bum, bum.
Well, that's really great. I think we're up against another commercial break, and we'll be back with Chamber Chat in a few minutes.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show, with monthly and weekly slots available on Conroe's FM 104.5, 106.1, and on irlonestar.com. Start your own podcast, create your first YouTube channel, and be on TV. Contact Lone Star Community Radio online at irlonestar.com or call the station message line at 936-647-3776 to take your first step into the radio world.
And we are back with Chamber Chat. Dick's like, are you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And then my headphones fall off. So I'm one of your hosts, Courtney Galley, the Director of Special Events at the Conroe Chamber.
And I'm the Chamber President, Brian Bondi, and we are joined today by Luke Volz, Keller Williams Realty, the Kane team.
Yes, he's been a great guest. I just wanted to say, I just saw on my email, we just got the chamber. I just got the chamber EFYI.
All right.
So check your inbox for that, because there's some great stuff. Great picture of Thomas Smouse, who was crowned the real man of Montgomery County. So we actually did something different at the stall show, is we crowned the real man that night. So he got a sash and some flowers, and a nice felt cowboy hat, courtesy of Outback Western Wear. Thank you, Chris O'Rourke. And it was really fun. So he was representing Meals on Wheels. So appropriately so, he was crowned the real man.
We were very fortunate to not have to listen to Burt Park sing Look at Our Mr. Montgomery County by singing that song. Yeah.
It was Miss America in the background. I don't think you could hear it very well.
Good.
I try to
I'm probably glad I didn't hear that.
Yeah, just a little. It was playing a little bit, but I was trying to be like Steve Harvey, when he did, here's the real man. Here he, trying to ad-lib a little bit, but yeah, I think everybody was just excited about him. So check your EFYI, and you can see a picture of the real man there, and it has all of our committees coming up and all of our events and everything. So some great stuff.
The real difference was that Steve Harvey got it wrong.
He did get
and
it.
You got it right.
He did. I did. Thank you to our ticket counters, Kelly and Melissa, for doing that.
That's right. It was a good time. Really good time.
It was really fun. It was fun. Actually, Bonnie with Meals on Wheels was the one that came up with that idea. She's like, why don't we crown the real man that night? I'm like,
It's one less thing you have to worry about.
One of those things, like the light bulb comes on, you're like, okay, well, let's see if we can logistically do it. If we can, that would be awesome. So it was really fun. So, yeah.
Very good.
Turned out good.
Yeah.
So one of the other events that we have coming up that I want to give a shout out to is every year we have an annual gala that we call the Chairman's Awards Gala. Mm-hmm. And this year it's going to be on the last Saturday in January, which I believe is the 27th.
That's correct.
And it's going to be presented by our good friends at Sam Houston State University.
Eat 'em up.
Yep. For all you Bearcat fans, they have stepped up in a big way to help us celebrate our outgoing chair, Matt Davis, and welcome our incoming chair, George Wagner. And so thank you very much to Sam Houston for that sponsorship.
Do we have a theme yet?
We do.
Segue.
It's called Field of Dreams. It's going to be baseball themed. Awesome. It's Matt's favorite pastime, or one of his favorite pastimes. So yes,
build it
and they will come. Invite them and they better show up. So yes, Field of Dreams. So yeah, you'll see some more stuff. It's going to be really. We have some really. Thank God for Pinterest. I don't know what event planners did before Pinterest, because there's so much stuff on there. So so save the date for that. It's going to be really fun. It's going to be out at La Toretta. We'll have an award ceremony. So you'll see some information about that, about nominating some for our. We're going to do large and small business of the year, and then probably our Wall of Honor. So some other awards this year, and then we'll do our dinner, and then our dancing casino, which is always fun. Yeah,
that casino was a lot of fun last year.
Yeah, we're overflowing, so we have to add some more tables for gambling. So
yay,
really fun. So yes, it'll be real. Matt's kind of thing was I just want it fun and casual, so we'll make it really fun. So,
fun, yes, casual. We'll see.
Well, it might just depend on the attire that I come up with. So there's some ideas on Pinterest there. So yes, so that's coming up after Lobsterfest, and then we have elected officials reception, the job fair, and just on and on and on. They just keep coming.
We're already into 2018. Folks.
I know.
Yeah, pretty much.
You forgot about Christmas, Thanksgiving, because we're in 2018.
Yeah, exactly. So lots of stuff to do at the chamber.
So let's wrap up real quick and talk a once more about the Texas Heroes program, who it benefits, how can they, get more information to get involved with you guys?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So the Texas Heroes Real Estate Program was started to benefit law enforcement, EMS, firefighters, and military. Buying or selling real estate, we pretty much get you plugged in and connected to all the important pieces of a real estate transaction. So, of course, us with the real estate side with Keller Williams and the Kane team, we have a preferred mortgage lender, insurance, title company, home warranty company, so on and so forth. We all reduce our commissions. You get a free appraisal, free home warranty, free upgraded home warranty, that is. Waive broker fees for insurance. We're going to make charity donations in your name, so on and so forth. Well,
awesome.
One thing that's pretty awesome is since Harvey took place, that's awesome. That's terrible. But we've actually opened up the program to anybody who's been affected by Harvey to be able to use the program and get the benefits. And like I said, if for some reason the program doesn't work for you, let's say you don't have enough equity in your home just to sell it through the program or something like that, we do have cash investors who have partnered with us that will make a cash offer to you. You get to keep your insurance check.
Right.
You get the cash offer, and then we'll help you buy a new home.
How about that?
Awesome.
And so you're talking about people saving several $1,000s based on the home warranty, based on the inspection report. You guys lowering commissions on things. I mean, that's a real sizable savings.
Correct. Yes, sir.
That's fantastic. How can somebody reach you to get more information to see if they qualify?
Absolutely. Well, call me direct at 936-235-1043. Again, that's 936-235-1043. Or you can go to our Facebook page, Texas Heroes Real Estate Program. Just type that into Facebook. It'll pop up. You can send us a message there. Or you can email me at Luke Volz, that's Luke, V as in Victor, O as in Oscar, L as in Lima, Z as in Zulu, at kw.com.
Tell he was in law enforcement.
Yes.
He's got the lingo down.
Yeah, the lingo down there.
My last name is misspelled all the time. So.
Necessity is the mother of invention, right?
Right.
That's good.
Well, thank you so much, Luke.
Absolutely. It was a pleasure being here. And like I said, Texas Heroes is always looking to be involved. So if you have any event that's coming up that you're benefiting law enforcement, EMS, firefighters, military, please let us know. We'll show up. We'll be a sponsor. We'll help out in any way we can.
Very good.
And just to take a quick moment to give a shout out to all of the first responders and the volunteers that have been so important in the lives of some of the victims of the flooding. And we're just so thankful to have great first responders in this community. And this is a great program to help them if they're looking to buy a house. Yep. And I know we still need volunteers out at the distribution center.
Yes.
I think we need some still at the convention center. Please, 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 if you can donate some time along with money and items, please do so. This doesn't go away just because the waters have receded.
No, the real work just started,
That's
honestly.
right. That's right.
You know, the hurricane's only here for so long. It's the aftermath that's here for a long time.
Yep, definitely. You can always visit our website at conroe.org to find our Facebook page. And we're sharing all of that information on our social media sites. Or drop by the chamber. We're at 505 West Davis, or our main number is 936-756-6644.
Perfect.
Great.
We're wrapping this one up. I'm Brian Bondi, president of the chamber. Thanks for listening.
Thank you. Courtney Galley, director of special events. Thank you, Luke. We'll see you next month.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks for checking out this podcast of Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. If you enjoyed this recording, make sure to check out our past shows online at irlonestar.com or their respective video or podcast formats on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes. If you have any questions regarding the show, either it being about sponsorships or questions for the host, contact the station manager at dick@irlonestar.com or call the station at 936-647-3776. This show was recorded in downtown Conroe, Texas, at the Lone Star Community Radio Studios, and Lone Star Community Radio reserves all rights to this recording and images.